I'm Kylie.
And I'm Blakely. Warning, we have potty mouths, and this podcast is rated R, like the books we read. We've been out of commission for recording due to Kylie and her illness. But
Several week flu. It is no joke this year. 0 out of 10 recommend. There's no recommendations for it.
oh, okay.
Not one.
Not even a pity recommend? No?
No,
We're good.
God, it's so bad.
No stars? Your Goodread rating is 0 stars?
0. 0 out of 10.
Okay. Well, glad to have you back.
Thank you.
It's been kind of annoying, like me texting you and you just not responding. So
I
Don't.
have more important things to do, like sleep.
oh, cool. Whatever.
At least my illness aligned with the holidays, and so it wasn't that much time lost.
No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. We were working against the clock anyways, but that's why we will be doing a crash course on Iron Flame, which is probably for the best because Iron Flame pisses me off a lot.
But Onyx Storm's going to piss you off too. And
I know it will.
And
I can. Rebecca already posted a teaser today, and I'm already mad. So,
well, I mean, just on the clip that she posted of her niece alone, I knew. I mean, it's Rebecca writing the book, so we already knew.
yeah. So be prepared, guys.
Literally, as we record this, it's 3 weeks from today that we will get Onyx Storm.
Which considering I feel bad saying this because some people read these books years ago, but like I started in July, so I was like, this has been a long wait.
It feels like forever. Really, it's only been 6 months, but really
feels like forever. It's been a long 6 months.
Very exciting 6 months.
Yes, and we will not be getting the next book probably till what, 2027? Because she said she's burnt out, right?
Yeah, and I don't blame her. Like, this is a really intense series. Like, we're reading it and we're deciphering it and breaking it down. Like, this bitch is writing it.
On top of she's writing, contemporary romance too. So she's been a busy bee.
Yeah, she deserves the break, which, you know what? Okay, good. Give us the break and we can actually read some other things. Chapter 26.
Oh, yeah. That's why
we're here to do a podcast. Stop talking. I feel like the quote is important in this one too. They're starting to be a lot more like meaningful. There is no stronger bond than that between two mated dragons. It goes beyond the depth of human love or adoration to a primal, undeniable requirement for proximity. One cannot survive without the other.
It's just basically like me and you,
We literally can't. We just don't function correctly.
I just can't quit you, Kai.
I'm the best drug.
Love the Brokeback Mountain references this morning.
I was thinking, Kesha, your love is my drug, but
I said I just can't quit you. That's from Brokeback Mountain. Not everything's about you. Okay.
I haven't seen Brokeback Mountain.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not posting it on my story ever again that I haven't seen a movie.
She hadn't seen The Devil Wears Prada.
Okay, can I, I'm going to make a public statement.
Good, you need to.
Everyone is really fucking mean. Everyone. About not seeing The Devil Wears Prada. People are straight up mean.
Well, I think you should feel shame for this.
No.
Yes.
It's a movie that came out 20 years ago. Nobody should.
A cultural phenomenon, okay?
I was busy kissing boys and writing some shitty away message that was passive aggressive.
Like you were too busy getting it in that you couldn't watch a Devil
I
Wears
was not
Prada.
getting it in. I was kissing boys. Big difference.
You weren't getting it in at that age? Yes, you were. You were just getting it in and kissing other boys.
No. I was committed in every relationship I was in.
Yeah, me too.
But I was just kissing a lot of boys at that time.
There was still time for Devil Wears Prada. I don't know what
there was no time. I had to write passive aggressive away messages.
You know what? I appreciate that. And I wish that we should start bringing that back in 2025.
I tried with the Instagram, like the notes.
The little notes.
Just right away from keyboard and shit like that.
I wrote BRB on one day. I'm bringing it back.
After winning the challenge, the squad wins a week-long tour of a forward outpost. Rhiannon quickly realizes they are super close to her family's village. Violet agrees to go with her family, or go with her to visit her family. During their tour, Dane, why did I spell it that way, was his typical wet blanket self, and Violet was honest with him about how she misses the old him. It's okay to miss people. It's okay. You can hold on to that and be fine with it. Speaking from experience.
Yes. When she was like, I was just remembering the guy I used to climb trees with. That's all. He's startled like I've slapped him. I enjoy this because I just hate Dane. But I just feel like for a guy like Dane, who's always trying to do the right thing in his own fucked up mind, like he's just trying to protect Violet, to hear something like that was just like a blow, and I'm here for it.
Girl really likes climbing trees.
I know. Is that gonna come an Onyx Storm? She's gonna start climbing trees again? Like, she's always talking about fucking climbing trees.
I wonder if maybe there's just a bigger picture. Maybe she can, been watching a lot of Lord of the Rings, maybe she can make the trees walk and talk.
Those are tree herders. They're not exactly trees, okay? God, I should watch that. I'm gonna do that. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a good New Year's week. I'm doing that. I'm gonna make John do it.
Yeah, but make sure you watch the extended version of each one.
Is that on a streaming service?
Yeah, they're all on Max right now.
Oh, okay. Then I'll do that.
That's why my whole family has watched the extended version.
Well, we just own them all, so I just usually watch them that way, but I can do it. Okay, I'll do it on Max.
They have that, The Hobbit, and the animated versions. They have them all.
I remember when we went and saw The Hobbit on IMAX 3D, and it comes up every year as a story, or not a story, but like a Facebook meme from John. He's like, I just saw The Hobbit 3D. It was the most life-changing experience. I surprised him with that. I think he was like, okay, I'm going to marry this girl.
Does he still feel like his life has changed after seeing The Hobbit?
No, because we both agree that we like Lord of the Rings better than The Hobbit. I just don't, they didn't need that many movies for The Hobbit.
No. But
I will, okay, so I like the Hobbit book better than the Lord of the Rings books, but obviously I like Lord of the Rings better.
I think it's my year to finally read those.
Yeah, you should. They're fine.
That might be a summer read for me.
There's no spice. Just FYI.
Okay, so read a few chapters, watch some porn, go back to it.
Yeah. Just imagine Strider. Can I tell you an unpopular opinion?
Yes.
That I have? I actually don't love scenes with Frodo and Sam. That's not why I go to watch Lord of the Rings.
Because
I like
Sam's annoying.
Yes. And then I don't know. I don't trust as someone with blue eyes. I just don't trust Elijah Wood's blue eyes. They're shifty looking.
It sounds like you just don't trust hobbits.
They're little. They're too close to the ground.
They're just like small children.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that to Chelsea. Like, you're too close to the ground to trust sometimes.
Did you just compare Chelsea to a hobbit?
Yes.
Chelsea, I am so sorry. It was Blakely that said it, not me. She compared you to a hairy hobbit.
I never fucking said hairy.
Have you seen their feet, though?
Yeah, I know, but she would take care of it. She's an esthetician. She would wax them.
She has the nicest hobbit feet I've ever seen.
She would. She would be on Feet Finder with her hobbit feet. I cannot wait for Chelsea to hear this.
She just started liking me again.
That's debatable, but
I'm
just kidding.
We're not friends on Instagram. It's real.
I'm kidding. She does like you, but I don't know. There's another thing about this. Chelsea, one thing that I told her is looking at her because she's short. I was like, looking at you, you don't look like a strong swimmer.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. She's just so short. I was like, you just don't look like you'd be a strong swimmer.
She's not a fucking T-Rex. She's got normal length arms.
I think it's because, like, children aren't super strong swimmers, so I just assume my 5'2" best friend's not either. I don't know if she's technically 5'2".
Give her whatever length she wants.
Height.
Height.
Length. Well, I'm sure I know what she wants, but okay.
Okay, so climbing like a tree. We
You're
have.
welcome for that Lord of the Rings and Chelsea tangent.
I'm so sorry, Chelsea.
She would be the prettiest hobbit in all the land.
Okay, so Mira and Violet get an unexpected happy family reunion because they go to the outpost where Mira is stationed. 2 days in, Mira catches Rhea and Violet trying to sneak out to go see Rhiannon's family. They convince Mira to go with them. While there, Mira and Vi get to I just went from full names to nicknames. They're my girls now. While there, Mira and Vi get to catch up on how it's been going at Basgiath, including poisons, bonding two dragons, Xaden Riorson, and Mira lets her know that she has the book of fables.
I just like when they first start off. I didn't die. You're not an only child. And they burst into laughter. Someone's like, Sorrengails are so weird. And then Dane's like, you have no idea, which kind of just brings it back to like, those two families are super close. And you kind of forget that because Dane's so annoying.
You have to think too, like these are military kids, like they're probably
Mhm.
weirdos.
Yeah, like homeschool kids.
Okay, that is a very solid comparison. You can have that. I will give you that much credit.
Well, I just feel like the trauma of having to move all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give you that. I love that Mira is just like, well, what other rules have you broken? And Mira's like worried. We go back to chapter 1, and Mira is so worried about Violet. And Violet's just out there poisoning people, murdering people. Well, she hasn't
Uh,
murdered yet, but
bonded two dragons, just being a complete badass. And Mira's like, oh, not what I expected.
I was worried about you, and now you're doing okay.
She calls my baby sisters a badass, which I think the Violet just needed to hear.
Yeah, because mom is definitely not saying shit like that.
No.
General Sorrengail, Violet, you are a badass for bonding to dragons.
No.
What's
She's like,
motherly
okay.
love like?
Violet does not know.
Like we said, I'm the Temu version of Violet. Like, I get that.
Yeah, that is your thing.
But being ghetto,
Not having your mother love you. I thought that was what we were saying.
they're one and the same. Oh, mom.
Oh, moms. It's okay. When we hit daddy issues in every other book, I'll take the cake.
Yeah, I got mommy issues down. You got daddy issues down. We established, like, this is why we're a good pair. There's the
Hmm.
balance of issues.
Yeah, a lot of issues there.
Did you not
Congratulations.
just see me going like, bleh?
I didn't even look at you. The audience can't see, but she was
They don't see me doing the jerking off motions. Both of them.
jerking off, both hands.
It is New Year's. Let's celebrate.
Jerking off with both hands? How many? Okay. What party are you going to today?
These damn reverse harem. Not going to any of those parties, just to clarify.
This is mom talk. Kylie's a slow swinger. Or slow swinger? Soft swinger.
How did we get here?
You slow swinger. So does that mean your hand jobs are super slow? More resistance on the hand jobs?
Oh my god, can you? My mind just went so south, just like slow motion trying to do it from behind. So that's how you slow swing. Okay, so Mira actually does tell Violet something useful. If you want your signet to manifest, then stop blocking it by thinking it has anything to do with mom. Your power is yours and yours alone. Bye. We know our sweet baby angel is kind of a dummy and gets in her own head. So really, she's just blocking herself, even though she kind of has manifested already, but we don't realize it yet.
She doesn't quite now. I like the part, or not like the part, but when Vi's explaining what happened between her, between her and Dane, she goes, "I needed to change in order to survive. He wouldn't let me." Which, I think we can all relate to that in life with friendships,
This
relationships.
past year, solid.
Yes, I would agree with that. But it it reminded me of Rachel. It's giving like, how can I grow if you won't let me blow? Okay, Daneados?
As we're just talking about like slow swinging.
See, that's why you can't cut it out,
How can I grow if you won't let me blow? Oh my god, the slow swinging.
Sorry for that squeak. I wasn't expecting it.
You didn't. I was like more like eating a sandwich versus because what dip is this big?
You were doing like a Joey eating one of his Italian subs.
I guess you mentioned Friends, so
yeah. But that was a very, very girthy
I'm sure the
sandwich.
only clip you will post of this episode is me doing that.
Maybe.
Dick.
Or you and your slow.
Learn how to slow swing with us today.
And then also, I think it's good. We're talking about fitness in 2025.
This is being more active.
We're just being active. I'm trying to not have flabby arms.
That's how you get rid of the bingo wings. I don't know what this motion is.
You move them like this? You want to know, I'm reminding myself of like Pam in The Office with making fun of D'Angelo. Remember when he's juggling? So we're doing that with our hand jobs.
We're doing that with our hand jobs.
This episode's really getting away from me.
This is what happens when I finally had fucking coffee. I'm concerned.
I think all listeners are as well.
Then this was the day that our podcast ended.
I've been trying to get us canceled for a while now with my out-of-pocket shit, so it's okay.
All your R. Kelly references that I have to cut out. Why are you so obsessed with R. Kelly?
I'm not, but he
did bad things.
He had a voice of an angel. He just wasn't an angel.
I believe I can fly.
Definitely listen to that song on the way to the lights of Christmas.
I believe I can. I sing that to Rowan.
Think about it every night and day. I was joking.
Spread my wings and fly away.
But yeah, he was bad. And I recommend that documentary. That was on Lifetime?
Lifetime, yeah. Wasn't it like 6 episodes?
Yeah, it was good. So they're talking about Dane.
No.
At first, and it's like she's saying, how can I grow if you won't let me blow? And then they talk about Xaden. She says, I want him, but I can't trust him. Not in the ways that I want to. And yet in other ways, he's the person I trust most. I think deep down, Violet knows she's safe with Xaden. I think it's a lot of her like growing up and conditioning that she's having to fight against. Like all that programming's just getting in the way. She feels seen by Xaden. He shows up for her, even though she likes to have amnesia about that. It's just all the other stuff that gets in the way.
Solid observation, Blake.
Thank you. So then, Mira got the Fables book for her, and that's where things get interesting.
I cannot wait. I imagine if Rebecca just like skips over anything about the Fables of the Baron and the fucking in Onyx Storm. I'd be so pissed if like we got all this and then nothing was given.
There's no way that's happening, but yeah, you would be so disappointed. So they're talking about the book, how the Galliant riders took out the army of Wyvern and the Venin who sucked the land dry of magic.
Violet is struggling to remember a little bit of it, so she is like, I'll be able to read it again soon. Girlfriend, you should reread that ASAP.
There's a lot of information in that book that I feel like you're just not paying attention to, Violet. Please read the damn fucking book. The damn fucking book? A little intense.
Well, good thing Mira brought it so girlfriend can.
I know they're just stories, but I never used to get why the villains would choose to corrupt their world and become venom, is what Mira's saying. We have the power people would kill for Violet. Dragons and griffins are the gatekeepers, and I'm sure that someone jealous enough, ambitious enough, risking a soul would be a fair price for the ability to wield. Just makes me glad our dragons are so discerning and our wards keep the griffin riders at bay. Who the hell knows what kind of people those furry creatures choose? Are dragons really that discerning, Mira? My personal opinion is that there's definitely a civil war going on in the Empyrean, as well as this down low civil war happening in the world. What were you going to say?
I was gonna say, do you think that they have furries in Navarre?
I just want to know that I actually picture Ewoks in my head when she said like furry little riders. That's what I picture.
The visual that I have now is Ewoks and dragons, like
Going to Pound Town?
yes. But I feel like the Ewok would be like the male in this situation, and then the dragon would be the female. It'd be like a Chihuahua fucking a husky.
Thank you for tuning into our podcast.
Enroll. So, Violet asks Mira, "Have you been stationed with any riders of mated pairs?" And Mira's like, "One. Why?" And Violet asks, I cannot stop thinking about an Ewok fucking a dragon now. I'm just wondering how long they can be separated. And then you hear Xaden. Turns out 3 days is their max.
Xaden steps out of the shadows.
I think it was Xaden that wanted to be there, not just the dragon.
I think it was both, yeah.
Xaden just can't be away from her because they're mated in a weird way.
Mm-hmm. They sure are. And we will discuss that in upcoming chapters.
Because there's also the theories of them being gods, which aligns, and we will get into that, but
you're going to take on the gods one, because I feel like you've done the research on that more
it's
so than I have.
like the way that they line up. Chapter 27, the squad is split up into 2 groups. Violet being a part of the group with Dane, Riddick, Liam, Emery, Quinn, and their surprise guest, Xaden. Violet is realizing what a damn distraction Xaden is for her. She can barely concentrate while baby back bitch Dane won't stop glaring or making snide remarks. Really fucking cool, Dane. Mira leads a bootleg battle brief and it gets spicy, but not in a sexy, fun way. Amidst the pissing contest between Dane and Xaden, Xaden speaks to Violet in her head and she realizes they are connected the same way riders are to their dragons. What is the summary?
I don't know, but I like it. Get high more often.
It's my best work.
My best work. I could tell you were really inspired while writing this summary.
There's so many capitals in the next one. Like, I was really feeling chapter 27.
There's a palpable energy in every room he enters, and it brushes over my skin like a caress. Each time our eyes meet. Does the Caress soap brand still exist?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, just curious. Even now, I'm aware of every breath he takes as he sits next to me midway down the table. I wrote, "They are mates." Kylie, do you believe in soulmates? So we discussed this last time. And then your response
was, I only believe in twin
no.
flames. They're fated mates, Blake. They really are.
We know this.
I just wanted to share it again. Imagine Rebecca just like kills Xaden.
I'm worried. Not for this next book, but I am worried.
There's been, which she has said that this is not it, but people talking about Jack being like endgame.
I don't enjoy humans and their stupid ideas.
If Violet ends up with Jack, I will riot. I will.
Nobody's choosing JB.
No.
Okay? People only settle for JB. They don't choose JB.
Okay, so while it's like this pissing contest, I really appreciate Violet, who's like, don't fuck with my friends. Her eyes widen ever so slightly and she directs her attention back to Liam. And it's interesting that Mira backed down from her sister here. She caved to taking her to her and Rita the village. And it's just interesting that Mira is listening to her first year's history and how vast Violet commands respect without even realizing it.
You said sistery, and we're just going to pretend like it didn't
You
happen.
know, for the amount of words I normally fuck up, I do a really good job not completely butchering my words here.
I agree. Violet definitely has some power in her that, I mean, the fact that Mira, badass Mira, just listens to her is interesting.
It's just the shift is crazy to go from being so worried about Violet just surviving, and now Violet's like, "Don't fuck with my friends," and Mira backs down.
Step into your power by.
Be the badass woman you were born to be. Lady Gaga pops in my head. I was born this way.
Xaden and Dane
Pissing contest.
have a pissing contest for sure. And there's one sentence that Xaden says because Violet says, "Don't be a dick." And Xaden's response is, "You haven't even seen me start to be a dick." Why did that sentence get me hot and bothered? I was like, oh, what are you going to... That's not... yeah, I like that.
Xaden can say anything that he wants, and I'll be like, "Ugh, swoon." Xaden and Dane
I
could
know.
say the exact same thing, and it could be like, "You're a fucking bitch." And I would be like, "Ugh,
Right.
Xaden." And then I'd want to murder Dane. It doesn't matter. Xaden can
Yeah.
do no wrong.
I agree with this. Xaden with his power moves, draping his arm across the back of mine, a move that makes Dane grit his teeth. It just, I live for it.
He knows exactly what he's doing, just so cash.
I mean, he's winking at her during this. Dane's just fucking livid that the dragons couldn't last more than 3 days.
I feel like Xaden really just stopped giving a fuck. He's like, our dragons can't be apart. It is what it is. Fuck you. Fuck you guys. Because he gives zero fucks. He's pissing Dane. I mean, he's always pissing Dane off because he just exists. But like the way he's draping his arm and just the pissing contest is beautiful. I love it.
You and I both love a petty bitch. So we're here for this scene. And when someone's like, "Do you boys want to just whip it out and measure? It'd be faster." Our vote is yes, please whip it out and measure. We already know that Dane's an average boy, and we know that Xaden is our magnum. So I just want to see what that shadow wielder's got going on.
Can he extend with his shadows?
Maybe.
Give it some girth.
I feel like he's got girth.
You know that they experimented with like some DP with his shadows.
I think we could just move on to the next part.
After shadow DP.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So Mira makes Xaden, Dane, and Violet stick around after the lesson to figure out what's going on. She holds nothing back in telling Dane he's blowing his chance to be a wing leader next year because his friend, who he initially friend-zoned her, bonded with Taryn. She tells him to figure his shit out and then moves on to going in on Xaden and his inability to be apart from Violet for more than 3 days. Mira, at the end of the day, is just worried for Violet, though. Xaden does stand up against her, saying he made the sacrifice to be there, not Violet, to make sure she didn't miss out on anything. In the heat of the moment, Violet shares with Mira she can't keep her seat, and Mira is pissed. The argument is cut short when the dragons relay that there is a drift of dragons heading their way. Violet begs... drift of dragons? Drift of griffins? Yeah. It was griffins.
Yes.
I was like,
Griffins.
we don't do drifts of dragons.
Maybe. You don't know.
Violet begs to stay, but her sister, Xaden, and Dane can actually agree on something. Absolutely not. Violet, you are not staying. I get that Violet wants to stay and be there with her family, but
Her sister.
you haven't
I get
even
it.
manifested. Get the fuck out of there.
No, like get the fuck
Oh
out.
my god, did we just say the same thing?
We're actually aligned, just like Dane, Xaden, and Mira for the first time. Look at us.
The only time. The
Look at
only
us.
time.
The only time. Okay, so Mira in this part says killing someone isn't the only way to destroy them. Keeping you from reaching your potential seems like a great path to retribution. He swore against her mother. Think long and hard.
That's what she said.
I almost did it. How well you even know him. But I just think that that's very important. Keeping someone from reaching their goals is just another way to like kill them slowly, basically. So keep that in mind, women.
Killing isn't the only way to destroy you or them.
No. So whether that's your partner or friends, cut those bitches
Yeah,
out.
you don't need to murder anybody.
No, but you
You just
can. Right.
cut ties with them like we do. I feel like it should have gotten around to Mira by now that Violet can't keep her seat. I think everybody knows it's all the hot dragon goss.
It is all the hot goss. So I'm surprised too, but she's not happy about
Do you
it.
think that dragons talk? Well, obviously they talk, but they're like, oh my God, this incoming class is really tacky. Or like, do you think they talk shit like that to
Mhm.
other dragons? Like, God, your guys' class was way better, like to Mira's or something.
I think so. I mean, we've already established that dragons are wellness girlies as well. So it wouldn't surprise me that they're also gossip girlies. Gossip girl. XOXO. Taryn.
How far apart can dragons talk?
I don't know.
Like, these are really important questions that I need to know, and I cannot Google them. They don't exist. These
You cannot Google this. Yeah. No, this is just up for interpretation for us. Yeah, how far is
this
it?
is hard for me because, like, I Google every thought that comes to mind. It's concerning. My Google history.
What is the most fucked up thing that you have Googled this last week or out of pocket?
Um, whether or not Martha Stewart has a lazy eye. There's not much information on it. She definitely has a walleye.
I was trying to think what I've Googled recently. I know what it was. So we went to a bar last night and they were playing trivia. And one of the questions is what's like a ball, like a sports ball has 32 panels. And we weren't playing trivia, but it was going on. So I didn't cheat. Just want to make that clear. Just so you know, it is a soccer ball. So put that information in your back pocket. 32 panels.
Okay, the last
What
thing
did
I
you
Googled.
I'm nervous. Go.
It's not even bad. It's just how it's made mini raviolis.
How it's made.
Like Chef Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee, you want to know?
Because I was watching, there was a clip of it on Instagram, and it was part 1, and there was no part 2. I need to know how these raviolis are made.
Okay.
At least it wasn't something bad. Like the Martha Stewart one, I felt a little bad Googling that, but I needed to know.
She lazy. She has
You
a
can't
lazy eye.
find much
Mhm.
information about it, but if you really, I have a couple screenshots, but if you look, like there's one that's just a little off.
So do you think that when she gets high and when she drinks, that lazy eye is prominent? Because I know people in life, I'm not going to mention any names, that when they drink and then they get high, they have one eye that's a little wonky, and it
It's
gets.
not like she's winking or anything. I feel like it's not as responsive as the other one. It's just a little delayed.
Well, I have one eyebrow that's not as responsive, and then I got one that's on
You have
crack.
one that's extra responsive that makes up for both. It's just you have a judging brow for sure.
Fits my personality. And I could fix it with Botox, but I'm not going to. I want everyone to know that I'm
That's fair.
judging them.
That's fair. Okay, so dragons and how far they can talk.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I really don't know. I feel like it's definitely farther than like I was gonna say farther than humans. Humans don't speak mind to mind.
No.
Unless you're Xaden and Vi, which she says that once they get out of range, she can't
Yeah,
really
he's
hear. So
quieter. And I wonder, so do all mated pairs talk mind speak like that?
I don't know.
I wonder if we will.
Or is it just super
Do you
powerful
think we'll
ones?
meet another mated pair throughout this series? I do too.
Yeah, I do think so. I really do. So the way that Xaden gets her to leave, or what he does, is he makes out with her. And she is like, I will hate you forever.
See, they were busy making out and not watching The Devil Wears Prada. I get them.
I mean, I love a callback, so I appreciate that. But like, I don't think, yes, he might have been stalling, but he wanted to make out with her
Yeah, he's
too.
also in heat. Like, we talk about being in heat, but
But
so is he.
But Violet Sorrengail here is just like, no, that was the only reason.
Oh, girlfriend, you'll get it eventually. She's so close to having it click.
I saw somebody post a reel and it was like, if I have to deal with another fucking book of Violet and Xaden not knowing how to communicate, I will lose my goddamn mind. And I do feel that.
It's like they can truly communicate better than any of us. They can mind speak. Like they literally can.
And Violet's like, I don't get it.
I mean, our boy Xaden does like to omit truth at times.
I know, but I don't mind that.
I mean, he's not directly lying to her. He just
No,
is choosing to withhold information that isn't going to benefit her.
I am a yapper
You?
to like friends
No.
sometimes. Fuck off. But I'm not a sharer in some ways. Like, I don't tell John things. A lot of things. Like, you didn't even know I was starting this podcast. So I get it. I just don't think our partners need to know every little detail.
That's fair. You know, there should be some mystery, but there is none between fucking Xaden and Violet. So they should just be excellent at communicating.
Violet just has a very, her expectations of what is shared and what truth is being told is interesting.
That little scribe brain, she just thinks she needs to know everything at all times.
I don't want to
I
know
do. I
everything.
need to know it all. That's why I Googled how it's made
I
fucking
don't know, want to know
raviolis.
about John,
I mean, there's some things Ryan can absolutely like leave in his
but
no.
he doesn't. Tells you because
Oh
he's a
my
yapper. He's a
god.
certified
And some
yapper.
of the things that he comes out with, I'm like, secrets are cool. Like,
I don't need like mystery's
yeah,
all right.
I need some mystery with my husband. I need some of it.
John's a Scorpio, so he's already a little bit mysterious. So is Brian, isn't
No,
he?
he's a Libra.
Oh, okay. So is he bad at making decisions?
It's weird. You like hit the nail on the head.
Well, my little hobbit friend Chelsea is also terrible at making decisions. It's not that she's terrible at making decisions. Hold on. She doesn't want to make them. So let me clarify that, Chelsea.
Chelsea's gonna have to end up posting a picture of her feet to prove that she does not have hobbit feet.
No, she's got good feet. She's got tattoos on them and stuff. They're cute feet. She could make money off Feet Finder if she wanted to.
I hope that she is inspired to start a Feet Finder account. Good luck, Chels.
Chels, that is your side hustle for
We're
2025.
just deciding for everyone.
Yeah, you could even like put some hair on your feet and you can do like Hobbit reenactments and stuff. Like we have this going on for you. You got this, Chelsea.
Okay, I'm sure there is a market for that. Chapter 28 starts out with winning the war games isn't about strength, it's about cunning, which we know that's why Taryn chose Violet. To know how to strike, you have to understand where your enemies, your friends, are most vulnerable. No one stays friends forever, Mira. Eventually, those closest to us become our enemies in some way, even if it's through well intentioned love or apathy, or if we live long enough to become their villains. Page 80, the Book of Brennan.
The Book of Brennan. The Book of Blake.
I
I'm still gonna write it.
feel like there's some foreshadowing here. We haven't mentioned foreshadowing in like 2 episodes.
Give it its due. There's some
Yeah,
foreshadowing.
now I gotta say it like 30 times.
We will these next 3
But I
chapters.
feel like it's a little bit of foreshadowing, like, somebody's gonna die, for sure. Rebecca does not give a shit about happy endings. She
Sorry.
So I feel you think Mira's gonna die. I think Rhiannon's gonna die.
This next book, Onyx Storm.
Yeah.
You think Reed's gonna
Yeah,
die?
I think we need to get hit with a loss, and that one will hit hard. Okay, so do you think Mira will die next book, or do you think she'll die later?
I think she'll die later.
Okay, do you not think that there will be a death in Onyx Storm?
There probably is gonna be
Okay,
one. I don't know. Sawyer already lost a limb. Maybe we'll just get rid of him too.
we don't love you the way I love you, Liam.
Or what about Riddick?
I feel like Riddick will.
We need the comic relief.
Yeah, I think we'll keep Riddick won't die. I think it's gonna be Rhiannon.
That'll be a
I
tough
think she's gonna
blow.
do it.
That's what she said.
I don't think it'll hit as hard as the other death.
Okay, so that's what we're going with. All right, what's your prediction right now? Who's dying?
Rhiannon. That's my prediction for Onyx Storm. Rhiannon.
Bad girl Riri.
Who's yours? Or just no one?
No, I guess I'm gonna say Mira, but I don't really know if she'll die next book, but I think she will die by the end of the series. Or there'll be
Okay.
some type of betrayal with Mira.
Oh my gosh, what if she's actually bad?
Yeah, I know. Fuck, I'm gonna be so pissed at the end of this book, I already know. Alright, so chapter 28. I'm already mad, my day's ruined.
So, 2 days after the attack and leaving Montserrat, Violet is waiting outside of Professor Markham's office to find out what happened to Mira. Xaden meets her there with coffee, and Violet shares that Mira was right and she doesn't know anything about him. While Xaden made it his business to know everything about her, it was his plan to ruin her, but is no longer since things kind of changed. Xaden talks to Violet in her head again, and he teaches her how to do it pretty damn fast. While figuring it out, Dane also shows up to Markham's office wanting to know the same thing. We find out that there were no deaths, which means Mira is alive.
Allegedly. Just kidding.
So, to get to know Xaden, Violet starts asking him random questions, to which he responds, "Stop being weird." She pushes a little too hard when she asks about the scars on his back, and he takes off with Scale immediately. And then we have Taryn saying, he cares for you. That's already enough for him. And Violet's like, he cares about keeping me alive. There's a difference. And Taryn's like, not for him, there isn't.
Slow and Gale at it again.
It is the first battle of the war games, and Violet has not manifested her signet yet, making Professor Carr anxious. Who is First Wing's first opponent?
Wing?
Who is First Wing burst First Wing? Who is Fourth Wing's first opponent? None other than First Wing, aka Jack Barlow's wing. When they head to mount their dragons, Violet sees that Taryn is looking a little different. He has a saddle that Xaden helps come up with. The sexual tension rises when Violet's stubborn ass is trying to find excuses not to use it, which, come on, girl, you need it. Xaden says in her head, "Fuck that stubborn, feisty look always makes me want to kiss you." Doing this, Xaden says the favor she is owed is fulfilled. Chapter 28 is all over the place.
There's a lot there. Yes. We know that in battle briefs, a bunch of shit's getting redacted, so shit's getting weird.
I can't just write things normally. Shit seems to be getting weird.
And I just love some of the things we write. One of the things is guest dragons hold grudges. That was important enough for us to highlight, which I support that. Keep those grudges. Grudges keep you alive.
They fuel your fire to live. They truly do.
They fuel mine. Okay. I love a grudge. So they're talking about the seat that they created, or Xaden created. And he's like, if you don't use it, I'll take personal offense, considering I had it made for you and just about got myself burned alive in the process. And he makes some comment of like, Taryn wouldn't let me try it out. And he goes, Taryn, you can ride me when the flesh rots off my bones, wing leader. I just love that sassy dragon.
He's so dry and just so fucking funny.
That's who I'd want. I'd want Taryn for sure. That's who I'd get.
No.
A male for sure.
Yeah. And sassy for sure.
Well, yeah, girls don't like me. We've discussed this. So I would definitely, a male would want to bond with me.
No, you know what you would get? An ultra bitch female dragon.
No.
You would get yeah, that would be your karma. You'd get Sorrengail, but meaner. Somebody's got to keep you in check, humble you. That's what dragons are for.
Yeah. No, I need a sassy male dragon to humble me. I don't take criticism well from females. I'm used to it from my father. So we'll have
That is why you would have a female dragon to just zhuzh your life up.
Zhuzh?
I can't stop using zhuzh. I tell Rowan to zhuzh it up all the time. I don't know. With the battle games, they're basically playing capture the flag, but with an egg. Violet is feeling really alive and coming into her rider ways, flying since there's no risk of her falling off. Violet isn't grounding in her archives when she starts to feel power surging in her veins, crackling with a life all its own, jolting every single one of my senses to a degree that nears pain. Worrying that this is her signet backlashing and not even thinking it's manifesting. She spots First Wing's dragons. They found where they're guarding the egg. Violet relays the message to Xaden, but they're 20 miles out. Who does she C, locked in battle with Angel Face Liam. Fucking JB.
Fuck JB.
Violet and Taryn go to assist when she sees that asshole pull out his sword and jump on Dee's back and thrust the fucking sword in his side. Liam falls from Dee, so in a desperate plea, Violet calls upon Andarna for a gift of stopping time. Violet's able to grab Liam and save him from falling to his death. Now Violet is pissed. Her and Taryn are racing for Jack at the top of a tower. Violet feels a growing power sizzling in her chest to the point where it's lethal. Power crackles and swirls around Violet. She really feels that she is the sky and the power of every storm that has ever been, and she is... What? What is this? I don't know what I was writing. Considering mom. What happened with this paragraph? What was I writing?
Okay, so power of every storm that she's ever been, and that she's considering mom. Your mommy issues really came out there. A scream rips through her as lightning splits the sky and strikes the tower, or towel, where Fuckface is, and Jack falls down the mountains to the death that he deserved. Taryn roars like Katy Perry. Violet is a lightning wielder. Hey, Kylie, do you know what a great book is? The Towel of Dawn? Have you read The Towel of Dawn? Did you like it? Considering mom.
The Two Towels. I watched that over the weekend.
The Two Towels is my favorite Lord of the Rings, to be fair.
What was I writing for that she's considering mom?
But I don't know, but Taryn roared like Katy Perry because of it.
Oh, man. Violet was saying, I am the sky, and I sound like my balls are going to drop. I am the sky and the power of every storm that has ever been. I am infinite. A scream rips from her throat just as lightning spills from the sky with a terrifying crack of thunder. And a bluish streak of silver death slams into the tower.
Silver one. Get it? Silver death. Silver one.
And then you have Taryn like a proud dad.
Considering mom.
Wielder.
He was considering mom, but...
What the fuck? I literally...
I don't...
I may have been Stony Baloney for that.
Considering mom. Chapter 29.
Violet kills JB.
Fuck yeah.
With her lightning. You get it, girl. So proud of you.
Kill that bitch.
Considering moms. So proud.
Mm-hmm. Us considering moms. Couldn't be proud.
Oh my god. I'm never gonna know what I was trying to write.
I don't know. Considering moments before, considering mom. It's just a considerate mom. Something that Kylie has no experience with.
I am a
You are. You didn't have one. Calm down.
What the Okay, so Violet isn't taking killing JB too well.
No.
On the positive side, Liam survived. While stressing over the fact that she killed an actual monster, you have Dane saying she doesn't have to use that power again. Daddy Xaden swoops in with, get the fuck away from her with that nonsense. One again. God damn it. Once again, believing in Violet, while Dane just wants her to go hide with the scribes. Violet also isn't taking her signet well. She mentions how others are tools for good in the world, and she is a fucking weapon.
Hold on. You are the only person I know that pronounces it that way.
What?
So every time I've ever heard signet, everyone says it that way. You make it fancy, and I appreciate it. And I just want our listeners to know that I have noticed it. Say it.
Now I can't. I'm gonna think too much about it. Considering mom, I can't.
Wait, what? Signet, and you always say signet. You're so fancy about it. See what I mean? You are the fancy.
I should have worn my Chanel earrings and my fur coat for this.
You should have.
Fucked up.
You really fucked
Next
up.
round.
This podcast has gone to hell in a handbasket. Basket? Fuck you and your towel.
Fuck you and that towel you wrote in on.
It's like that. What is that? Fuck yo couch. And they say a bad word, but fuck yo towel. I'm gonna start saying it.
Me and I don't know if I can say it.
I just want to see it. Keep going. Sorry. I just want it. It's always made me giggle a little bit, so I just like it.
Whatever.
Okay.
Fuck. Xaden and Dane once again are getting my thoughts just I completed. Xaden and Dane once again are getting into what? Getting into it. Xaden telling Dane he's coddling her and she's a grown-ass woman, while Dane says he just wants Violet to be a cold-blooded killer just like him. Rhiannon asks Violet how she got to Liam so fast, and Violet feels guilty. She has to lie and say Taryn is really fast. You can tell Rhiannon is a little sus because she said she's never seen a dragon fly that fast. It's like I blinked and I missed it. Well, good for you, Rhiannon, for being so observant.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what? The dragon didn't fly that fast. And she knows Violet's a liar.
But she's not pushing it, which good for her. People deserve secrets. Keep in mind, Violet, take note.
Fucking Dane. We haven't been that pissed off at Dane when we're on chapter 29, but now we can be, because why did he kiss her on the forehead and be like, if you don't want to use that type of power again, you don't have to. Don't touch her. Don't fucking touch her.
No. And like forehead kisses? No. That is reserved for men that we love.
Yeah, those are sweet kisses, not Dane kisses. Ugh.
Gross. So Xaden's like, she's not a child. She's a full-grown woman, a writer. Start treating her like one, or at least give her the decency to tell her the truth. Leadership will never allow her to not use it. Then he says to her, you might not like your power, you might loathe it, but a power like yours saves lives. And with a signet, as Kylie would say, like yours, you're the best hope the kingdom has against the hordes of evil. Evil? It's like the Urkel, but the evil.
We are losing our words.
This is really getting away from us here. Of evil that seek to harm it, which he doesn't say who that is, but it might be leadership.
Okay.
Taryn also tells Violet, because she's feeling guilty by lying to Riri. He says, do not feel guilt that you can't tell her. This secret belongs to dragon kind, not you. No one has the right to risk our hatchling, not even you, Silver One. Even though you have some dragon blood in you, Violet, allegedly.
Violet's in her room, wallowing self-pity when Xaden shows up. Xaden points out that she is in her armor. Violet retorts with, no one is going to attack her now that she can kill them from 50 yards away.
Or years. Who's to
From 50 years. Violet is throwing daggers at her target during this, which definitely speaks to Xaden in a sexual way. She ends up asking Xaden why he's there, and he tells her he can't seem to stay away. Violet tells Xaden that Basgiath has peeled away her civility, her niceties, and her power is more destructive than anyone in her families, and that this has clearly always been under the surface waiting to be unleashed when she was hoping she'd be more like Brennan. Xaden tells Violet to do whatever she needs to do to get her emotions out. And what does she do, Blake?
She kisses him. Yeah. I was trying not to burp, so that's why I said it. It took a while there. That was my millennial pause. I was trying not to burp. And
you love a good pregnant pause.
I love a pregnant pause. Okay. I love the drama. So the part that, obviously I like the kiss, right? That's a good part. But the part that you probably found the most interesting was she said, I would be like Brennan, and that would be the twist in my little fable. The book.
Interesting choice of words.
Right. Just like your father's little fable that he potentially wrote. Murder, She Wrote. Angela Lansbury. Welcome to chapter 30, ladies and gentlemen. Now, ladies, and possibly a gentleman, for legal reasons, we need to mention that you may or may not want to jump someone's bones after reading this chapter. If you are operating large machinery, please consider stopping. We'll try and talk about it in a way where you will not be dying for the rest of the day. DJ, cue Rihanna. This is what you came for.
Oh my god. So, chapter 30. Xaden is trying to convince Violet she doesn't want him, unsuccessfully. He finally caves, and the building sexual tension is released. Even while kissing Violet, he's trying to say she will hate him in the morning. Violet is sick of his shit and tells him to stop being so fucking honorable and to fuck her.
Good for her.
Bless this moment, they finally fuck. While, while Violet is orgasming, lightning whips through Violet, heat flaring about them, and thunder cracking. But that doesn't deter them from continuing. When Violet orgasms again, lightning flashes again as well. On the third orgasm, Xaden also loses control with shadows splitting Violet's wooden target. Turns out, Violet set the curtains on fire from her orgasm and they absolutely destroyed her room. Violet takes a risk while tracing Xaden's dragon relic on his back and asks about the silver scars again. Xaden tells her there are 107, and Violet connects it to that that is the amount of kids that carry the rebellion relic thanks to Liam. Xaden tells Violet he made a deal and took it, and that he took personal responsibility for the loyalty of all the kids the rebellion leaders left behind, and in return, they are allowed to fight for their lives in the Riders Quadrant instead of being put to death. If any of them betray Navarre, he will die. Violet asks Xaden to stay the night with her. Yet again, he's trying to talk her out of it, but ends up staying. He tells her that she is going to get hurt, and then, just like in A Walk to Remember, he says, "Don't fall for me." She then asks what he meant when he had guessed she could wield lightning. He tells her he thought he saw lightning the first night that they kissed, but he wasn't sure, so he didn't say anything.
And then I made you right. Xaden rides the lightning. Listen, I love a Metallica reference.
He does. They did fuck her room up, literally.
Fun fact, listeners, I got pregnant for the third time after a Metallica concert. I was both stoned and drunk. So, Sig, welcome to the world.
You birthed the party child based on how he was conceived.
And he is the party child. It makes sense that he was Metallica, and then I conceived River after a John Fogerty concert. So a little bit more a classic, but
I conceived my kid in geriatric Vegas.
Geriatric
Laughlin.
Vegas? Oh, yeah.
Laughlin, Nevada. It's where the old people go to fuck. And that is how my child was made.
Makes a lot of sense. No, I'm just kidding.
His bestie was conceived across the river in Bullhead, Arizona, same year.
Obviously. But thank you.
Love that for us.
But there's just a lot. So they fuck.
I mean, it's not a lot. It's a lot of fucking.
No, that's the best part.
God, the anticipation for this chapter alone, 30 chapters of sexual tension. And we finally get intense lightning wielding fucking.
So my brain, because, she sets the curtains on fire. In my head, I'm like, does the carpet match the drapes?
You just want to know if her carpet caught fire?
Or like lightning comes out of her vagine?
I think he gets a little shock.
Yeah. But like
when she orgasms, it's like electrifying.
Yeah. I just wonder, instead of clamping down, if Violet just sends lightning bolts to us.
It's a Peter tingle, but it's a Violet tingle.
Just something to consider, guys. I want you to ponder it the rest of the day and get back to me. See, there are some respectable book podcasts. We are not them.
No, we definitely gathered that, like, our introduction, that we are not respectable.
No. But why does every bad boy don't fall for me every time?
It's like I said, it's a total Walk to Remember line. Like, it's Mandy Moore.
Okay, but did you not love him in A Walk to Remember as a child?
Xaden?
No, well, obviously, who doesn't? But whatever his name was. We'll see.
Shane.
West.
Yes.
You'll hate me in the morning. You really don't want this. Yes, she does.
We all want this, Xaden. We all want
And
this.
he's like, you walk into a room and I can't look away. I can barely think when you're around. What girl doesn't want to hear that?
I want to hear it from Xaden, but once again, if Ryan were to say something like that to me, I'd be like, you can fuck right off. Not
I'd be
respectfully.
like, well, that's pathetic. Get a hobby.
Why are you being weird?
Whenever John's nice to me, I'm like, what do you want?
Exactly. Ryan would be like, I love you. I appreciate you. Okay, so what do you actually want?
What are you trying to buy right now?
Yeah, how much does this love cost me?
Love don't cost a thing. Then
So when Violet wakes up, Xaden is gone. There's a knock on the door, and she's irritated, thinking it's another bodyguard, but instead it's Professor Carr telling her that they have work to do and that she is no longer on archive duty. They fly deep into the mountains where Violet can do no damage. He makes an interesting comment about her being fragile, and it's always intriguing how nature finds the balance. Taryn growls at Professor Carr, and he points out that Taryn doesn't trust him. Violet is honest and says that she was there the day he snapped the student's neck. Professor Carr's Professor Carr shares that he was intrinsic and they aren't allowed to live because they are security risks to the entire kingdom since they are walking around with unfettered access to classified material. He does compliment Violet, saying her and Xaden are the most coveted pair of writers the kingdom has seen in a long time, but then warns her, keep your loyalties clear. You and Riorson both have exceptional lethal power that any writer would be envious of. But together, you would be a formidable enemy who command could simply not afford to let exist, aka don't turn your back on Navarre or you will be hunted. Violet is trying to wield lightning, but it came from an emotional place each time. So what does Xaden do to assist her through the bond? He floods her mind of images of the previous night, but it's her, and she feels Xaden's insatiable desire. It works, and she's able to wield lightning more than a mile away. She's able to wield more strikes, but realize it's harder than she thought.
that's what she said.
I'm proud I just got that's what she said in today.
You did. You got it in.
So I think it is interesting how nature finds a balance.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Xaden and Violet are balances in nature to each other,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like yin and yang.
Like
Like
me and you,
once are, yeah, except for why I'd be the good and you'd be the bad.
allegedly.
Yeah, I think that they are very much the balance to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like Violet has silver hair, so lightness, and then Xaden wields shadows, dark.
Dark.
So like they're the balance of light and dark. It's just what I'm not like too set in my like theories because if I'm wrong, I'm not trying to be married to my theories.
Yeah, because you don't want to be
sad.
naturally.
Oh, yeah, I don't like being wrong, but I think it is a possibility that they are the balance of light and dark.
Balance of the force, light and dark.
Yeah.
The best part of that whole thing was Taryn. Should I get the wing leader?
Xaden's such a smart ass for like flooding her. I mean, it worked, but just sexy images of Violet and how he views her. Also cool. Like she gets to see
Yeah, his point of view.
like how
POV.
he gets to see how, or she gets to see how desired she is. And nobody gets that. Like
No,
she gets to see how much Xaden desires her.
but she's probably like, it was just his.
It's not that much.
It wasn't he didn't like me that much. He just wanted to get it in. And he says, there's nowhere in existence you could go that I wouldn't find you violence. Like he brings new meaning and brings life to I'll find you, the crazy redhead from Wedding Crashers. And Carr says, no one wants to see you burn out. A power like Taryn will eat you alive if you can't contain it. Perhaps a little foreshadowing, you know?
I've really missed saying the word since we barely used it the past 2 episodes because I was on my deathbed, but really so much foreshadowing.
So much foreshadowing. Should I get the wing leader? So, Kai, we're ending chapters 26 through 30. What have we learned today?
We have learned that when Violet and Xaden fuck, it is a hot mess. Literally.
Yeah.
Lightning is spicy, is hot, spicy. I've never tasted lightning. And Professor Carr is not going to snap Violet's neck because they need to abide by the rules or they'll be like,
Right.
they'll get cut.
Look at that.
Bitches.
Bitches get snitches, or snitches get, no. Bitches get stitches.
Snitches get stitches.
Snitches get stitches. But bitches are also snitches, should get some stitches.
On this episode of Dr. Seuss,
I'm just happy that they finally fucked. Really.
what we've been waiting for hundreds of pages was that
I'm
moment.
just glad that that's
Over with.
Oh, also, I just picture being Taryn and they're all connected and you're now seeing these images flood in your head too. But I guess Payback's a bitch because of...
Do Taryn and Sorrengail feel like in heat the same way Xaden and Violet do?
Maybe.
Oh my god, what if it's just like this big like fucking session?
Like an orgy, a mated bond orgy.
No, I wasn't going with all. I was just like saying Xaden and Violet turned Sorrengail and Taryn on, so then they're fucking, and then they're like so turned on, and then it's just like this big
It's a
circle,
chain event.
not an actual like gang bang.
A circle of jerking.
They're just really helping each other out.
Especially these slow swingers, you know what I mean? No, I bet you those two start fucking, then Taryn's out there smoking against a wall. Sorrengail's like, oh, comes out. See? We figured this out.
And then Darna's just in daycare.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, does she feel when Violet's turned on? Like, she's a child.
I know, that's inappropriate.
Oh my gosh, I hope that Darna doesn't feel when Violet's like,
Yeah,
turned on.
she wouldn't see the images just due to...
Not unless Violet's sharing them.
And yeah, on accident. I mean, the bitch is putting lightning all over the place, possibly her vagina. We don't know.
Well, Darna only has a window. She doesn't have a door.
Right.
In archives. So I think that she probably doesn't see as much.
Yeah, she's just looking at the window, trying to get...
Can Violet give Taryn a live show?
She probably unintentionally is doing that. And like, yeah.
I say this is my cats in heat.
Is that what we're calling it now?
It's not wrong. Do dragons go in heat?
Maybe.
Like, I wasn't ready for all these questions.
Ewoks probably do.
Oh, man, I have finally got the like vision of an Ewok fucking a dragon out of my mind, and here we are.
Let's bring it back.
I guess I'm gonna watch Star Wars now.
Oh.
And then How to Train Your Dragon.
Well, guys, so that's our episode. Stay tuned. I hope you learned something today. We really threw some nuggets out at you. Let us know if you think Martha Stewart has a lazy eye.
I have nothing to say after that.
Okay. So we will be coming back with chapters 31 through 35 and then finishing out with the last chapter. So you'll have 2 more episodes, right?
2 more episodes left in
Fourth Wing. And then we go to Iron Flame Crash Course. And then we get to Onyx Storm.
3 weeks to go. 3 weeks from today. I am just ready, scared.
All the above. Want to throw up.
I'm like pre-sad because I know we're going to be like waiting, which we have so many other books to read, but I am definitely pre-sad.
Well, luckily, we'll be covering it for months. So we'll be in that world for a long time. Well, that's all we got for you today.
I hope everybody goes and watches The Two Towels.
Go watch The Two Towels. Considering Mom.
Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're having as much fun as we are.
If you like this, please make sure and share with your other book besties.